How you doing, YouTube? Silver Joker here. Well, this is not going to be a full stack video, far from it. I just thought it'd be interesting to share with you guys what I picked up during the chaos and share my thoughts on exactly what happened. I mean, some things didn't go the way we thought they should go during financial difficulties, and so I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts on what happened and maybe what we can look forward to in the future. So if you're interested, stick around. All right, so this has been a learning experience for me. I mean, what I thought I knew about the value of silver was that gold, and along with other precious metals, were kind of like a safe haven during times of uncertainty in the financial markets. But that doesn't really seem to be the case this time, right? I mean, silver prices have not enjoyed the same safe haven appeal that gold prices have in recent weeks. I mean, look, silver hit $12.13 back March 16th. That is major. I mean, it hasn't been that low since 2009, while gold prices recently hit the highest level since 2012. I mean, this past Friday, gold closed at 1741.40. Okay, so what's going on? Look, I'm a layperson. I mean, I'm just going to share with you guys what I think based on what I've studied and what I've been reading and stuff like that. And I believe, of course, it's because of the global fallout from the coronavirus. I mean, there's no question about that. But we all know that silver is not just a precious metal. I mean, it's got real economic uses like in jewelry, electronics, solar panels, you name it. But I believe the dramatic collapse in the global consumption of silver has weakened the foundation that we relied on to push silver values up. I mean, I believe this has come from the powers that want to keep silver prices low. And I think they've done a good job in shifting the investors' focus from the positive nature of silver being, kind of a safe haven, uh, like gold and some of the other precious metals during financial times, and they've changed it. They've changed that focus to the negative nature of silver's economic use during this unprecedented collapse in production. Okay, so they've right now it's a feeling like there's not silver's not being consumed in industry and in jewelry and in some of these other uses that silver has. Since production is down, then the need for silver is down. Therefore, the price of silver has gone down. Okay, we'll talk about the premiums. That's a whole nother issue. The premiums that these other bullion dealers and all that have been charging. That's a whole different issue. But that's why silver hasn't risen in value like the other precious metals have, because it's this idea that silver is just this industrial metal, and okay, it's okay for certain people to buy it if you're going to buy it, tons and tons of it for an investment. But for the most part, silver's not really that good of an investment, and that's not true. That is absolutely manipulation. That's what's keeping silver prices low. I mean, we were expecting silver prices to have a positive relationship with the volatility during normal times. I mean, when there's more uncertainty in the market, then the demand for physical assets should go up. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to work. But that's not the way it's been. I mean, we see that. That's just not the way it's been. I believe people have been led for years to believe that silver is more valuable as an industrial metal or jewelry than a safe haven for their investment. And because of this attitude, coupled with this unprecedented global disruption, the positive relationship with the volatility has been turned all upside down, around, twisted. I mean, people feel that since silver's not being used because production is low, then the value of silver is just not there. It's not a safe place to put their money in. That's simply not true. But we got to keep in mind this is a double edged sword because production has been interrupted in silver mining and silver production. So when production returns to capacity, we would expect there to be an immediate demand for silver. And depending on how badly this silver production has been affected, by the pandemic, we should see a dramatic rise in silver value. I mean, that's the expectations that we're going to see a dramatic rise in silver value because of demand's going to come back. But besides all that, I just want you guys to think about something real quick. Now, just imagine this: if you're still not convinced of silver's value as an investment, just consider this. Consider you had a lifetime worth of silver bullion stacked for your retirement, and let's say that that retirement is now during this crisis phase. All right, you could have sold, or you still can sell a portion of your bullion privately. Privately. I'm not talking to the sell it to the bullion dealers or the coin dealers or anything like that. I'm talking about private, whatever private platform you want to use to sell your bullion. You could have sold it, no taxes, because you're a private citizen selling to other private citizens, so you don't have to charge taxes. And you could have undercut all the major bullion dealers, and imagine what you could have done with that. With all the online dealers and all these bullion dealers charging these enormous premiums on silver, you could have undercut them. You could have undersold them, and you could have made a real decent profit out of that. Now think about that. Now you tell me silver doesn't have value. You tell me silver doesn't have value when all the online dealers, all the online bullion dealers made a fortune. They are making out like fat cats right now, even now with the premiums that are being charged on bullion. So is silver a good investment? You better believe they are. You ask JM Bullion, ask Provident Metals, which are the same company, but ask AppMax and Modern Coinmark if silver is not a great investment, because they are raking it in, buddy, and they're not the only ones. So if you had a bunch of silver, a boatload of silver to sell, you could have sold that silver, undercut those major dealers by just a few cents, and you would have had my business. Of course, you would have had my business, and I'd say a lot of other silver buyers who are stacking. You could have had our business just like that. So silver is a fantastic investment, even during these times. So don't listen, don't believe the hype about silver just being industrial metal and not a good place to put your money, because it absolutely is. And now is the time to buy it. Now is the time to put that silver away. Don't stop now. Now is not the time to stop buying silver. Okay, things are starting to come back to this new normal that we're getting ready to have. The times are coming when silver value is going to be recognized. Silver is going to be a safe haven for investment. It's going to be recognized, and I believe this crisis that we're going through is going to point that out to a lot of people who weren't aware of this before. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on the issue. If you like what you hear, you like what you see, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you want to hear more, you want to see more, then go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell, and you'll be notified as soon as I put out another video. But anyway, that's the Silver Joker's rant for today. I just thought I'd share that with you guys and share with you guys some of the bullion that I picked up over the time that we've been locked down and a little bit before that. But, I'm not going to stop stacking silver, and neither are you. So anyway, let's just keep this silver train rolling. Keep stacking. Peace.